Hello all you sim friends, welcome back to my channel. This is Darth Femme, and here we are with a speed build. I said I might not do them anymore after my horrendous last speed build, but I wanted to try it again, so here we are. And before I start quickly, you do not see me build the initial house because I had this skeleton sitting for about 2 weeks and I just was not inspired by this at all. And I went back to it today and I was looking at it and I was going to turn it into a stop motion build, but I really wanted to say a lot of things about it. So I figured I would try another speed build, and I tried to make this as quick as I possibly could because the last one was like 38 minutes, way too long. Who wants to sit there for 38 minutes and listen to me rambling on? I don't. I don't want to hear my own voice. So I tried to make this as fast as I could. So 23 minutes, not too bad, I guess. But if you are new here, thank you so much for taking the time to watch. Before I talk about the build, I did just want to say earlier today I hit 63 subs. I know that is not a lot at all, and it pales in comparison to many other builders out there. But I was so excited to get 63 subscribers because it just makes me feel like I'm doing something right with my builds, or people are enjoying them, and really that's all I wanted to do with these. I have such a love for creativity. I mean, I've taken photography and art, and I draw, and I have lots of tattoos and always have funky hair colors, so I'm a very artistic person. So to put my creativity into The Sims and then put all this work into posting it on YouTube, and then for people to follow me, it just means so much to me. And I remember when I got my first subscriber, I was jumping for joy and screaming at the top of my lungs because I was so excited, and it made me really proud. And like I said, 63 subs is not a lot, but it means a lot to me. And it just feels good to be acknowledged and have people enjoy all the hard work that you put into your builds. So thank you to everyone who subscribed so far, and I hope you're enjoying my builds, and hopefully I'll hit 100 at some point. So we'll see where it goes. Anyway, back to the build. I was inspired by the tropical bungalows that you see in like Bora Bora and the Maldives, and you know, those like couple suites that you see like on the water. But originally I was going to do this as like a honeymoon suite, like the last one I did in Sulani. Well, I think it was two videos of Sulani ago, the original honeymoon hut that I posted. And I was just gonna do like a couple's honeymoon hut again, but I'm in this like family house kick now all of a sudden, because people really seem to like the family houses. So I included a bedroom for 2 kids. So I just imagined a family of 4 coming here and relaxing for the week, and that's why I didn't clutter it up too much, because I feel like vacation homes don't really have a lot of stuff in it. They just have the necessities. And yeah, so I love Sulani. I'm obsessed with all the colors because with my other builds, I have a difficult time really exploring a lot of color, and Sulani just brings out all this creativity in me. And I just love tropical stuff. I mean, I've been to Hawaii. It's just so beautiful there. I love everything Polynesian. It's just a great aesthetic, and I don't know, I'm just always really inspired when I'm building in Sulani. So I tried to make this as colorful as I could without it looking weird, but I really want to explore more colors in future builds. I kind of did make it a little muted in some parts, but when I get to the kids' room, you could see more color. So anyway, at first I was a little frustrated that the kitchen was so small. But then I was kind of like, it is a vacation home. So, I mean, the kitchens aren't usually huge in vacation homes. Like I said, it's just for the necessities. And I have like a thing about cramped areas in The Sims. Like I like big, wide open spaces. So I never really make like smaller rooms. I make them open floor plans a lot. So when I put the island there in the kitchen, I thought it was too crammed at first, but then it kind of grew on me and I really liked it. So yeah, and the dining room, I was just trying to figure out for a while which table I wanted to do. I thought the round table was just too congested, and then I really liked the rectangle one. So yeah, overall, I like, after I built this, I was just like, I want to come here for a vacation. I just really want to go back to Hawaii so bad. It's so pretty there. Or even Sulani. Like, I wish this was like a legit place. I mean, it is. There are places like this. So, but yeah, anyway, moving on. So as I was saying before, I am not the greatest speed builder because I am such a slow builder. I take forever to decide what I want to put in a room, as you can see from my builds. That's why the stop motion works for me, because no one knows how long I take with them, and it seems like it's quick, but it's not. It's a process. And oh, side note, I love this avocado picture. It's from oh gosh, what's the expansion? I am blanking on the name. But the Aztec, you know, anyway, but I never knew it was there. And then I picked it up. I was like, is that an avocado? So yeah, I'm really obsessed with that. So, anyway, I've been trying to explore more with like putting things together. As you just saw with the plants, there are the outdoor plants, and I just stuck them in some pots and made like a new potted plant. We need more potted plants. I really feel like we don't have enough. I did vote in that new stuff pack that is going to come out. It's like the knitting stuff pack. And I am obsessed with the content that they released for the vote. It's so pretty, so colorful. I want all the plants. Like, if there's anything we need more of, is clutter, plants, and bunk beds. And ladders. But don't even get me started on that because it's so frustrating. But yeah. Anyway, so this is the parents' room, and I really love how this room came out. I saw a picture, it was somewhere online, of like the bed looking out into the window. And so I kind of just, that's why I put the chair there so they could sit and kind of read a book while looking out the window onto the ocean. And I tried to make this as colorful as possible. I know a lot of them clash, but I think it kind of goes well. And I'm just so obsessed with everything Sulani. Like, all the items that come in the pack is just so beautiful. And as you can see, I used a lot of them here, and it's just, yeah, I'm just obsessed. And I used the a lot of the other pack as well, which, why can't I remember the name? I am having the biggest brain fart. It's the one where they go, oh, it's the Aztec stuff. Oh gosh, I've been doing this for way too long. I think that's why my brain is fried. It's, you know, for anyone who builds on The Sims, you can like be here for like 6-7 hours, and then you look at the clock and all of a sudden it's like 8 o'clock at night, and you're like, what did I just do with my life? Like, where did the time go? It just goes so fast when you're building and when you're immersed in like these worlds. Oh gosh. Anyway, so here I really wanted to build my own shower. I don't know, recently I've not been loving the showers that we have, and I feel like I could take more creative liberties when I build my own, and I just like the way they come out. I think it looks really pretty, because I went to a hotel once, it was in Vegas, and there was like a shower, like a glass shower, and it was next to the tub, and I don't know, I can't really explain it, but I just love the way like glass showers look. And So yeah, I was like, you know what, let me just put a window here because it works. So, and then of course, if you saw my original honeymoon hut builds in Sulani, I put the tub outside that overlooked the ocean. So I did that again here with the windows. I love that idea where you could just sit in a tub and overlook the ocean. I'm just dreaming so hard right now because, well, the last vacation I went on was my honeymoon back in, when did I leave? It was early December, and we chose to go to Iceland. So it was not warm, it was freezing, and we were stuck in a cyclone there because it was like crazy blizzard winds. We were stuck inside the hotel room for like 2 days, and we missed a lot of things. But I will say this, Iceland has to be one of my favorite places I've ever visited. Even though it is cold, the people there, the food is amazing, and it's just, I don't know, it just feels like home. It's very clean, it's very relaxing and quiet. Like the biggest city, Reykjavik, I think there's only like 200,000. That might even be wrong about that, but around that. And it's just very, for a city, it's just quiet. It's just so, oh, it's so nice. So I dream about going back there, but I really need like a warm vacation now. So I think that's why I'm like obsessed with Sulani too, because I haven't been on a warm tropical vacation in a really long time. I think the last time was when I was on a cruise, which was like 3 years ago. So anyway, yeah, this is the kids' room. I love how the kids' room came out. But I wish we had bunk beds, because then I could put like 2 bunk beds and you could have a family of 6 staying here. But gosh, EA needs to get it together, because I think we're all really frustrated about the bunk bed situation. Anyway, so yeah, I wanted to do like a little like toy area, but like I said before, I didn't want to clutter it up too much with toys. So I put a few in here. I really love this shelving unit. It's the first time I've used it, and I think it's so cute, and I think it went really well in this room with all the colors. So I just imagine like kind of like a little play area where they could sit on the chairs and ottomans and just or sit on the rug and just play in that little corner while their parents are swimming or, you know, in their room relaxing. I don't know, whatever. And I wanted to give them a private bathroom as well, because the parents got a private bathroom and it wasn't going to fit anywhere else. And they're not going to go all the way to the other side of the house to use their bathroom. So at first I was kind of like, what am I doing with these colors? But you'll see at the end, I think they really came together. And I was trying for a while to pick out a really good paint for the walls. But I don't know, I just feel like sometimes the bright paints could look really cartoony, and I didn't want to take away from the other objects in the room, and I thought it was just going to be too much. So I went for like a little muted like turquoise paint, and it has like the plants on it really subtly, you can't see it. But I think it went really well because the curtains and the rugs and the beds are all pretty bright, so I felt like I had to go with kind of a muted tone wall, and the rest of the house has muted tones on the walls as well. So I didn't want to just like do this one bright room. I feel like it wasn't really going to go, and maybe I put too much thought into these things, but I think aesthetically it looks a lot more pleasing. So yeah, anyway, I'm just such a rambler and I feel like I need to make like a list of what I should talk about in these builds, because there are points where I stop talking and I'm like, wait, what should I talk about next if it's not about the build? So it's kind of like bringing note cards to a first date. I've never done that, by the way, but you know, you see like in movies and TV shows where people have done that, and that's kind of how I feel about this. Like I feel like I should have note cards in front of me as to topics I should talk about, but then I feel like it's not very organic and maybe a little forced. So I'm just gonna go with it. I'm just a rambler, and I don't know if people really like listening to me talk, but I've went back and watched my videos and I'm like cringing. I'm like, eee. I don't know about this, but here I am doing it again, so we'll see. Anyway, so back to the build again. I didn't add a shower here because I feel like kids like to, they like to go to take baths more than showers. At least when I was a kid, I loved to take baths. Like, I would be in there for like an hour playing in the bath. So much fun. And I kind of at this point of the build was just like over it, so I didn't clutter up the back too much, and I didn't really know what else to put back here. And then when I got to the front of the house, that's when the inspiration kind of hit me, because I am in love with the plants that came with the Sulani. I just think they're so pretty, and I don't remember the name of the plants. Oh gosh, I'm so bad at this. But you'll see when I start to do the plants and the grass, and I get really carried away. But I think it goes really well with the house. I felt like it just looked so empty at first when I was doing it, and I just didn't like the way it was coming out. I was just like, ew, no one wants to look at this. Like, this looks boring. So that's when I started to just go ham on the outside decorations, because like looking at the house, it doesn't really look very it looks kind of flat. Like, there's not a lot of dimension to it, and I'm trying to get more into building something that has more dimension. But I feel like with these Sulani huts, maybe they should be a little more simpler. I don't know. I really don't know what I'm talking about. But okay, so yeah, here's where I start to really get in there with the plants. And at first I thought maybe it was just too much and it looked weird. But the more I added, the more I was like really happy with this build. Because like I said, at first I was just like, this is boring. It doesn't look good. I don't really like it. And then the more greenery I added to it, the more it started to kind of come together. And I was just like, oh my gosh, okay, I really like this. And then the lights were my favorite because I never use these lanterns. And I just never know where to put them. And at first I was going to put them up there, but then they don't connect well. And I just kind of hate that the string is just like hanging there. It's like floating there. It's like, where's the other side? But then I added the other side to it at the bottom, and I think it looks so good. Like, I could just see like myself walking up to this house with my family and being like, oh my gosh, this looks so nice. I'm so excited to stay here. But yeah, that grass that I was using, what is it called? I can't remember the name. Oh my gosh, I'm so bad at this. My brain just hurts so bad. You know what the thing is, like, I don't take time to do my builds. I will just sit here and build all day, and then I'll record it or I'll edit it, and then by the time night comes around, I'm so fried. I should just take my time, like, and do it throughout the week, but I just get so excited about posting things that I just want to post them as soon as I can. So that's where we're at. I have to say, the one thing that annoyed me the most about this build is the back area, because it just was uneven. I have an OCD thing where everything has to be super even and it has to line up and be in the center. It's a problem. But anyway, this is the end. I'll let you guys go and have some peace without my voice rambling on. But I hope you guys enjoyed this build, and I'll probably come out with a stop motion next. I'll probably rotate. But thank you so much for tuning in. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. And hopefully next time I'll have 70 subscribers. We'll see. Thanks, guys. Bye.